Number 10. Snoop Dogg impersonator fools entire audience. Thousands of cryptocurrency enthusiasts and investors recently attended the NFT.NYC conference in Manhattan to discuss non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, which are a type of digital currency ownership certificate that has recently become a major target among scammers. Ironically, a Snoop Dogg impersonator who was hired to draw attention to the event managed to fool pretty much the entire crowd, according to The Guardian. Attendees reportedly rushed to get their picture taken with the imitator near Times Square. Many posted the snapshots on social media, and it didn't take long for their followers to notice the entertainer's fake glued-on mustache or his name tag, which read Dupe Snog. The real Snoop Dogg was among a handful of celebrities who endorsed NFTs last year amid a seemingly promising market. Since then, the NFT market has dropped majorly as large numbers of fraudulent NFTs are being discovered. While many of the famous people who champion for NFTs have retreated from the spotlight, Snoop Dogg has openly maintained his support and has even been investing his own money into the market. An NFT platform called Fair.xyz hired the Snoop impersonator right before the event as a way to draw attention to the brand as it competes against an increasing number of startups. In addition to hiring the Snoop Dogg actor, members of the company posed as security and paparazzi. They also hired an Escalade to drive the impersonator to the conference as a way to make his celeb status seem more believable. And based on the photos that appeared on Twitter from attendees who seemed to have genuinely believed they had met Snoop Dogg, the stunt worked. Some were left feeling disappointed and fooled by the stunt, which 25-year-old Fair XYC founder Isaac Kamlish said was meant to generate conversation about imposters in the cryptocurrency arena. Number 9. Fake Drake. Izzy Drake, also known as Fake Drake, is a famous lookalike of the iconic rapper who rose to fame by impersonating the real Drake. The 22-year-old hails from Toronto, just like the multi-platinum recording artist, and claims that he gets paid $5,000 per show to perform Drake's songs throughout the city. Some people see Izzy Drake as a talentless copycat who found a clever way to piggyback off a celebrity's success. But he insists that he has real Drake's blessing, and that a mutual acquaintance of the two even asked Drake what he thinks of Izzy, to which he allegedly replied that he was unbothered by his doppelganger. It should be noted that Drake himself never confirmed these words. Izzy has also accused the musician of copying his style rather than the other way around. Fake Drake recently challenged the authentic Drake to a $1 million celebrity boxing match. If he loses, Izzy promises that he'll stop impersonating the rapper, but he also asked for a record deal with Drake's company if he wins. Drake has yet to respond to the challenge. Number 8. Phony NBA player banned. For at least 7 years, YouTuber Dawson Gurley has been impersonating NBA player Klay Thompson, who was a shooting guard for the Golden State Warriors. He became widely known in 2017 for approaching fans before an NBA Finals game and convincing them that he was the real deal. But what started out as fun and games recently got serious when Gurley was officially banned for life from the Chase Center in San Francisco. A day after he announced that he had been banned, a team spokesperson confirmed to SF Gate that it was true, stating that an individual falsely impersonated a Warriors player in a deliberate attempt to access unauthorized areas within Chase Center. Gurley reportedly went too far with his mimicking when he managed to get past 5 layers of security guards and onto the court, where he shot the ball around for several minutes before a finals game between the Warriors and the Boston Celtics. He started tweeting about the incident shortly after it happened and shared an official letter from the team's head of security later that day. The letter accused Gurley of criminal trespass, but he argued that he technically wasn't trespassing because he went through metal detectors and spoke with guards. He also complained that he had spent $10,000 on tickets that the company was refusing to refund. Gurley also released footage of his pre-game shoot-around session, along with a caption stating that it was absolutely worth it to lose his tickets to become an NBA player for 10 minutes. Number 7. Michael Jackson Brawl. Las Vegas-based Michael Jackson impersonator Santana Jackson made headlines earlier this year after viral footage emerged of him fighting with someone on a sidewalk. Speaking with TMZ, he indicated that he believed he was randomly attacked by someone who was mentally unwell, stating that the man came up out of nowhere and hit him in the face while he was performing the song Smooth Criminal. At first, Santana said he threw his hands up and tried to explain to his attacker that he wasn't trying to hurt him and asking why he had hit him, but he kept swinging, leaving Santana with no choice but to defend himself. Because Santana has been training as a pro wrestler for quite some time now, he had an upper hand in the brawl and was able to subdue his attacker. He said that he didn't want to hurt the man and that he only did what he felt was necessary to get the situation under control. Once police arrived, the suspect allegedly tried walking away and then punched an officer who was following him. Santana said that the man was arrested and went to jail, and that he went back to doing his street performance as soon as the debacle was over. After all, as they say, the show must go on. Number 6. Putin Pretender. For years, 53-year-old Vladimir Putin lookalike from Poland named Slavek Sobola got paid to imitate the despised Russian president. But he found himself wanting to resemble anyone but Putin after the Ukraine invasion earlier this year, which left him fearing for his life and feeling like a potential target due to his appearance. Sobola told the Daily Star that he was especially worried because there are a lot of Ukrainian immigrants living and working in the town of Wrocław, where he resides. Even before the invasion, he said that people commented on his resemblance to Putin on many occasions. But after the fighting broke out, Sobola feared that these remarks might take on an aggressive tone and that his looks alone might spark anger or even a physically violent reaction. 8 years earlier, when he started the job, being a Putin impersonator seemed like a great opportunity that enabled him to see the world. He admitted that he made good money doing it, even though he's always treated it as a side job to his regular gig for a transportation company. Sobola's wife, Dorota, said that sometimes her husband's job was fun, but that sometimes it draws unwanted attention and requests for photos when they are trying to enjoy time with their family in public. After news broke of Russia's invasion into Ukraine, Sobola vowed to stop impersonating Putin, stating that he didn't want to profit from the war and that he had lost respect for the Russian leader. But he looks so much like Putin without even trying that it has left him with the lingering concern that he might still be targeted by someone's rage. Number 5. Rihanna Imposter. Brazilian citizens were starstruck earlier this year when they spotted a woman who they thought was the singer Rihanna on the street. The real Rihanna was actually in the country that week, so when they saw the seemingly pregnant lookalike walking around with security guards, many immediately assumed it was her. But not everyone was fooled, and some bystanders even posted photos on Twitter accompanied by stunned captions about how people had fallen for the act. Many believed that the imposter was actually an influencer named Priscilla Beatrice, who eagerly ate up the attention from adoring Rihanna fans, posing for selfies and even letting them kiss her baby bump. And none of the duped admirers seemed to find it odd that the woman spoke fluent Portuguese, even though Rihanna doesn't. Social media commenters were quick to point this out, and they also remarked that the real Rihanna would never let fans get close enough to touch her pregnant belly. But as they say, people believe what they want to believe. Number 4. Elvis Presley weddings. Las Vegas is famous as a shotgun wedding destination, where many spur-of-the-moment ceremonies are officiated by Elvis Presley impersonators. But the city's $2 billion per year marriage industry may soon take a huge hit after the licensing company that controls Presley's image, the Authentic Brands Group, has demanded that Vegas wedding chapels stop using the king's likeness. Several chapels recently received cease and desist letters from the company's legal representatives. For an industry that was just starting to recover from financially devastating COVID-related restrictions, the news couldn't have come at a worse time. Speaking with Sky News, Clark County Clerk Lynn Goya said that numerous people stand to lose their livelihood as a result of the newly imposed measure. Kayla Collins, who runs the Little Chapel of Hearts, is one of many business owners whose bread and butter is centered on weddings performed by Elvis impersonators. She made it clear to the news outlet that the cease and desist order will leave the future of her family-run business uncertain. Many of these venues operated for years or even decades without any problems until they received the warning to stop the unauthorized use of Presley's name, likeness, voice image, and other elements of Elvis Presley's persona in advertisements, merchandise, and otherwise. These small businesses are fighting back against the measure with the support of the city government, as well as Nevada's governor, in hopes that a resolution can be worked out. The Authentic Brands Group recently announced that it was willing to establish licensing partnerships with chapels, which will enable them to continue with their Elvis-themed weddings. What these agreements will entail and how they will affect businesses remains to be seen. Number 3. Wannabe Tina Turner sued by her idol. For nearly 2 decades, Huntsville, Alabama native Dorothea Coco Fletcher has been impersonating her idol, Tina Turner, to an alarmingly accurate degree. She performs tribute shows in Germany that are often sold out, and her performance is so good that Tina Turner herself is suing Fletcher for being too close to the original. The lawsuit alleges that the incredibly successful show, dubbed simply the best, might deceive fans into thinking that Tina Turner is involved in the show. Speaking with Huntsville-based WHNT, Fletcher, who is in her 30s, said that the concerts had been promoted using the same photo of herself for some 15 years before attracting legal scrutiny. A German court ruled in 81-year-old Turner's favor regarding the lookalike photo, requiring the concert's promoters to find other material for advertising the show. But the retired singer lost a Court of Appeals case that chose to allow Fletcher to continue with her artistic expression. This came as good news to both Fletcher and the impersonator community, she said, because it's a profitable, fan-driven business and that admirers of the original singer drive the tribute concert industry. Fletcher spent years in Germany putting on her Simply the Best show and announced that she will soon return to the US and perform the concert there. Number 2. Phony Fan Club. After clicking a Facebook link, a Fargo, North Dakota woman named Cynthia Kyle received a message from someone claiming to be country music star George Strait. They invited her to join a fan club dedicated to the singer, but said that she would have to pay a fee. Despite being on a limited income, Kyle paid the fee, but she was surprised when, over the course of several months, the person posing as George Strait asked her for more money several times. The fraud victim opened up to local news station KVLY earlier this year with her story, in hopes that it will dissuade others from falling for similar scams. In hindsight, Kyle said that she recalled wondering why a celebrity who had made more money than she had ever seen in her life was asking for additional payments. She ultimately lost $900 to the scammer. Kyle's spending drained her finances and caused issues with her relationships, including her boyfriend, who eventually persuaded her to get help for what was going on. He spoke with a pastor and a counselor, and Kyle finally disentangled herself from the harmful scheme. Her experience serves as a cautionary tale for anyone who finds themselves being pressured to pay money over the internet by someone who claims to represent a person or organization the person likes or is familiar with. Number 1. Masha Deduk. Masha Deduk, the so-called hot nanny hired by Jeff Lowe in the bizarre docuseries Tiger King, was arrested earlier this year when she allegedly got caught stealing a $5,000 candelabra from a Las Vegas hotel and nightclub. Security guards identified the 28-year-old based on surveillance footage and social media, and she was charged with grand larceny. Lowe and his wife hired the nanny, who also works as a part-time model and waitress, in late 2019 to care for Lowe's grandchild. By the time she got in trouble for stealing the fancy candle holder from the club's private dining room, it appears as though she had left her position as a nanny. The charges were announced months after the theft allegedly occurred, and it's unclear where the case stands. Thanks for watching. Would you rather find out that your favorite singer had been replaced by a tribute artist in an upcoming performance, or go on a cruise only to be quarantined to your cabin for most of the trip due to a COVID outbreak? Let us know in the comments below. See you next time.